Well, first of all, I just wanted to mention you that the transition is already completed. In couple of hours, we will be hearing the official statement. The Ashraf Ghani will be resigning from his post, and Taliban has been taking over. Because I have been told by my sources that Taliban have already reached the outer periphery of the Kabul, and the evacuation of the American soldiers and the American ambassadors and the diplomats have been started from yesterday. But right now, which one of the spokespersons have been mentioning, the most important point right now in Afghanistan, that who will govern, who will affiliate this Taliban government, because international players have not accepted them. And the Afghan forces have surrendered because they have weapons, they have will, but they don't have the strategies to fight this war. In last 20 years, we have seen the Afghan forces have been fighting under the umbrella of America or the umbrella of NATO forces. They get the intelligence, they get the weapons, they get the strategies from the American soldiers, American forces. But now this has been stopped from last 6 months. So this is the most lacking point for the fall of the Afghanistan government. And right now, when we are talking, we have been told that the high delegation meeting is going on in the presidential palace with the politicians and the Taliban representatives. And most probably in a couple of hours, the announcement will be going that the president of Afghanistan will be resigning, and the Taliban is going to take over, or they're getting the share in the government representation. Back to you.
Now, Sumit, I know you were up close with these Taliban fighters, as I mentioned here. This may all be coming as a shock to us looking in from the outside, but you being up close with them, is it as surprising? And who is the Taliban after these 20 years of being suppressed by the U.S. and other international allies? Who are they today?
Well, there is no single Taliban in Afghanistan, but I have seen or observed in last couple of days, because I was in Afghanistan and different parts of Afghanistan, especially Logar, Jalalabad and other parts. What I observe is there is different segment of Taliban which have been supported by the neighborhood countries of Afghanistan. Some of them have been supported by the Iran. Some of them have been supported by the Pakistan from very long. Some of them have been supported by the China also. Some of them have been supported by the other countries. So the point is, they have been working in different groups. But one strategy which they change in a couple of years, or especially with the beginning of this year, is now from the southern part of Afghanistan, they have moved to the northern part, and they have come together to this point that they can counter Kabul in such a way that the Kabul doesn't have anything in their hand. And the Taliban has changed themselves in last 20 years. They have good media team, they have good social media team, they have propaganda team, they know the strategies. So this is the change in Taliban in last 20 years. And now Taliban has a full support, not directly, but that is true that they have a good support of the international community, because no one is doing anything, and that is why they are free to do whatever they wanted to do. Back to you.
I'd love your thoughts. We have about a minute and a half left on where this leaves the United States in the region. May be clear already in Afghanistan. They're out. What are the repercussions that you can feel immediately in the region from this?
Well, the repercussions will first has to be faced by the neighbor itself, because we all know that the Taliban is not they don't have experience to govern. They don't have experience with the diplomatic things. So we don't know what actually they will do in future. But one more important thing, one more positive, you can say that this is the one thing which we can see, that they want to talk to the international community, but will they follow all those international laws which international countries, which international institutions have been let down? That is something very important, because we don't see the Taliban is going to follow all those things. They have restricted the schools, they have restricted the movement of the women. So this is what the Taliban actually is. So that is something very important, because still there is a very big question mark whether how they can govern, how the process of their governance is still not known to anybody.